Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Tiwari and today we are going to discuss about Google Form. As you all know, Google Forms is a great tool for quizzes, but today I am going to show you how to turn a standard form into an immersive digital escape room. We are going to move past the multiple choice world and use a hidden feature called as response validation to create digital logs. This means student can't move to the next room until they solve the puzzle. Let's dive into it. Let me share my screen first. Okay. So this is the new Google form which I have created. You can directly go to forms.google.com, sign into it, and then you will have option to create a blank Google form. Click on this, then you will get this kind of interface. Here I am giving a title to my form. So I'll give it a title as digital escape room. You can add the description if you want. I'm writing for training purpose. Okay, after that what you have to do, just create three different sections. How you can create different sections? You can use this tool here. As you can see, this is three different section option. I'll click one, two, and one more. So now we would be having total four different sections. One was already there. First one is just asking for entering the email if you want that validation. If you don't want that, you can change it from the setting. You can click on setting, you can come here. Here you can choose how you want the response. If you want validated response, you can choose this verified one. So they will need to log in. I am keeping it as responders input. Okay. The rest of the thing I am keeping as it is. Just go back to the question. And in first section, what I'll do, I'll add a question, a random question, kind of a puzzle. What would be the answer if I multiply 6 by 7? Now, people can write anything over here, right? Oh, just a second. This is the section one. So here I'll write room one and then I'll add a question here by clicking on this. And here I'll paste the same answer. And instead of multiple choice, I am choosing it as short answer. And here, what you can see, this is a section one which I have created as room one. And here I'll go to this more option. And if you will click here, so you can have this response validation. By default, it is number. I'll check what I want, the correct answer, and the thing which I want to validate is equal to. And here I'll give a number 42. And here you can give a custom error message. So let's give a creative one. Let's say if they are entering incorrect number, so it should show it like, oops, you can't open the door. Okay, right? After that, let's move to the next one. If they uh, give the correct answer, they will continue to the next section. In next section, I'll write it as room 2. Here, what I'll do, I'll add another question of similar type. Let's say short answer. And here I'll write what word we can use if we get an idea about something. Okay. Now that would be the key phrase. So again, I'll go to the validation. Instead of choosing number this time, I'll go with a string. Okay. Or you can say it as text and it should contain, let's say Eureka is one of the word. Okay. So I'll do that. Eureka. Okay. That's all. Again, I'll give the same or maybe another error message. Oops. The doors still have a dead bolt. It will make it very creative, okay, which everybody will like. And if the answer is, so here's you, what you can do. The You escaped successfully, right? And to make it more interesting, what you can do, you can add an image. So you can go here, right? And click on this image option. If you have already have a downloaded image, you can upload it, or I am just searching it on Google. Escape image from Loom. Okay, let's search. So probably this one I'll use, and then click on insert. That's all. Now it will get added. You can give a title. That's it, right? And that's all. After that, what you can do, you can go to setting. You can choose what kind of response you want to give, what kind of presentation you want to have. Okay. If you want to send us the response copy, you can turn it always or when requested. And if you don't want to give them multiple feed submissions, so you can check it on. It will require login. After that, question defaults are there, form defaults are there, and then that's all. I'm keeping it like this, and let's see how it works. So let's go to the preview option. Okay, so that's all from my side for the Google form, how I can use it in an efficient manner in the classroom. This is Abhishek Tiwari, and now I'll sign off. Thank you so much. Have a great day.